Listen up. Here comes a Tonie's original.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yande. I am a storyteller, or Griot, from West Africa. My grandparents were griots that told wonderful stories full of magic and wisdom. Those stories were then passed down to my parents, who passed them to me. Today, I am going to share some of these stories with you, so that you can tell them to your friends and family. There will be wide tales that answer questions such as, why does a tortoise have a hard shell? As well as trickster tales with clever animals who we can learn from. Sometimes I will need your help. So give me your best listening ears and get ready to jump into the tales with me. Everyone is welcome to join. With a sprinkle of sunshine and a splash of sea breeze, the magic is stirring to bring our story from faraway lands. Let the words fill our ears with tales to share for many years. If you would like to hear my story, when I say crick, you say crack. Crick, crick. Well done. This is the story of Anansi and Thunder, the god of the sea and storms. Once upon a time, there was a village plagued by hunger. Anansi lived in this village and had been quite unable to find food for his wife Aso and his son Kwekusin. It had been days since they had eaten a full meal. Anansi was gazing out of the window, feeling defeated, when something wonderful caught his eye. Right in the middle of a tiny island, far, far away, stood a giant palm tree. Palm trees are full of juicy palm nuts, which I can pick for us to eat, Anansi said to himself. Anansi didn't own a boat, and he knew the island was much too far away to swim to, but he was determined to find a way. He began to walk toward the water's edge. As he got closer, something amazing came into view. It was an old wooden fishing boat that he could use to reach the island. Anansi couldn't believe his luck. He jumped inside, grabbed the oars, and tried to push the boat into the water. But, whoosh! A wave crashed over him, sending him right back to shore. Anansi tried again. Whoosh! Another wave crashed over him. This happened over and over again. But Anansi was determined. And finally, on his 7th try, Anansi and his creaky old boat made it over the wave, charting a clear path ahead. When Anansi got to the island, he tied his boat to the trunk of the giant palm tree, which was growing right from the shore. Anansi was ecstatic. I can't wait to eat these juicy palm nuts. We can make palm nut soup, he said, licking his lips hungrily. He climbed all the way up until he reached the tree's branches, which were heavy with palm nuts. Anansi began to pick them and throw them to the boat below. One by one, he threw the first palm nut, which missed the boat and went into the sea. Anansi was determined. He aimed more carefully and threw the second nut into the sea. This went on and on until there was one palm nut left. Anansi aimed as carefully as he could. Anansi hadn't even tasted one palm nut, and now there was none left. "Oh no! I have lost all my palm nuts," he cried. His empty tummy rumbled loudly, and he thought of his family at home. "I can't return empty-handed." Anansi was determined still, and he dove into the water to find what he had lost. Suddenly, Anansi found himself on the seafloor, standing in front of an underwater palace made of sea grass and glimmering coral. An old man emerged from the castle. "I am Thunder, god of the sea and storms. What brings you to my home, all the way here on the ocean floor?" growled Thunder, making the waves toss and turn above them. "What a fine palace you have," replied Anansi, hoping to win his sympathy. Anansi told Thunder his sad story, how he lost all of his palm nuts and would return to his hungry family empty-handed. "I have found nothing for us to eat, and now my wife and child will go hungry," Anansi sighed with his head hung low. "Do not worry," said Thunder kindly. "I have something for you and your family." Thunder disappeared into his kingdom and returned with a round clay cooking pot. "This cooking pot will feed you and your family. It will never run empty." He handed the pot to Anansi. "All you need to do is say these words. Pot, pot, give me what I need." Anansi could hardly contain his excitement. If this cooking pot works, he and his family would never be hungry again. He thanked Thunder, returned to his boat, and immediately said the magic words. Can you remember what they are? Say it with me. Pot, pot, give me what I need. Pot, pot, give me what I need. Great job! Suddenly, the pot boiled and bubbled until a delicious smell floated from it. Anansi looked inside and saw that the pot was now filled with beef stew. He quickly ate every last drop. Anansi's wife and son were eagerly waiting for him to return with some food, and Anansi had planned to share the magic pot with them. But on his way home, he started to worry. He worried that there wouldn't be enough magic to share with everyone. He worried that the food would run out. Why should I